the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to another live wet edition of Aaron's Hour, coast to coast, coming to you live from Virginia Beach. It's been raining. It's been cold. Heck, early this morning, we even had a fire alarm go off here in the building, and I was standing outside for 30 minutes shivering my butt off. But I am warm and toasty. Why? Because the lights are on, the camera's on, and I got some friends with me this morning. Thank you for making Aaron's Hour part of your Saturday. We are closing in at, December 6th. We are, let's see, that's about 13 days. No, that's 18 days away from Christmas Eve and New Year's and all that stuff. But enough about all that. We'll get back to all the other stuff in a moment. Joining me on this morning's show are a couple of people. You know, when I was out because of the fire alarm, I saw these two people outside. They were just hanging by a bench. They were cold and wet. You know, they're like, I have some donuts in the office. Come on up. No, I'm only kidding. Joining me this morning, listen, we're going to be talking about community service and all these things. Sitting next to me is Laura Holcomb. I asked. I'm glad I asked.
You did ask.
I did. Normally it'd be Holcomb where I come from, but it's Holcomb, Halcomb. She owns a moving company here that does a lot of good work for communities and helping people that have a little needed support. And next to her is a gentleman, and I say gentleman very loosely because we come from the same neck of the woods in New Jersey. He's from Plainfield, New Jersey, which is like 2 towns over from where I grew up in Linden. We only met in October at the big mega mixer a couple of months ago, but you'd think we were friends forever because you know why? We had the same hairline. Show it to him. My son, my mini-me, we got it covered here. So we're both wearing hats so we don't blind Lord in the morning as we have the lights going on here. Mr. Eli is with us. How are you, my friend?
Doing good. Feeling more buffed and brighter than your car.
Oh, my God. Where's the
I had to share the spotlight. My head was shining bright.
There
That's
you go.
his dad joke book.
That's yeah, right. You know about the dad jokes, huh? You watch Kiwanis Connects. Okay. Anyway, so these guys are here today. So, Truth, what's the name of the moving company?
A Movable Solution.
There you go. And you work for
Finance.
He's in the finance field. He's part of the witness protection program, which is why we're not mentioning the company. But no, I'm only kidding. But we're not really here to talk about that. We're here to talk about what you guys do collectively to help the local community. Correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Plus, we're going to have some laughs. We're going to have some good stuff. But as always, more importantly, I want to thank my sponsors. First and foremost, we have the debut of a brand new sponsor starting today. Let us thank Coastal 757 Aesthetics. You'll hear about them coming up at the first commercial break. Miliari Group, talk about financial services. They help educate you on the little things like if you got all those monthly like Netflix bills and you forget about them, how to save money. However, if you call Miliari Group, they're giving away the ability to put together a will for free for you. Not free will, that's a whole different thing, but this is a will for free for you and your family. So you make sure you call Miliari Group. Tidewater Community College, from here, grow anywhere. Comfort Care, Home Care, Virginia Beach. My good friends Tiffany and company over there taking care of my father-in-law. Thank you very much. Give them a call.
Go Tiff.
Yeah, that's right. You know Tiffany. Different Stroke 757. Her husband Craig, the best handyman paint services. I like to say he can take care of everything from roof to floor, inside and out. He's not just paint. But hey, you know what they always say? What you talking about, Craig? He can help you out. And who else? Oh, the Voice Merchandise Shop. If you want to dress like a Hall of Famer, just go to thevoice.qbstores.com for all your merchandise with any logo that I've been associated with. You can get everything from a bib like you would for Eli or a t-shirt for us adults. With any of my logos for any shows that I've done or I've supported, you can go there as well. And of course, I want to thank my good friend John out in Las Vegas, WWDB TV, because he's put up with me for so many years that he's just stuck and I won't let him go. All right. Speaking of which, John, how you doing back there in Vegas this morning, my friend?
Mighty good.
He is such a man of few words. So hit me up with the weather out there. What you got going on? I know it's cold for you out there. What, like 60 degrees?
I don't know. Just let me check.
Yeah, go check. Would you stick your head out the window? Would you?
Yeah, it's pretty nice out there. Yeah, we're probably hit the high 60s today.
We'll be lucky if we see 50 today. And we had rain and snow mix yesterday. And from what I saw early next week, like maybe Tuesday, I saw the big snowflake on the weather app on my phone for like Tuesday. It's barely going to get to the 40s. We may see some snow here.
Not Jersey snow.
No, thank goodness.
Not the type to bury your car.
No, thank goodness not. But yeah, I'll be coming out there in January, John. I'm going to get out of the winter to go visit my dad. So I'll see you in the middle of the month. About 5 weeks from now, actually.
Okay.
So if there's any work we need to do at the studio, if you need me for anything, I'll be in town.
Yeah, when you get here, we'll talk about.
He's
my
not
movie.
excited to see you.
Yeah, I know. He's real excited. Eli picked up on that quickly. How excited you are to see me.
He's like, oh, Aaron's
Not Aaron again.
He changes the locks every time I come into town. So. All right, we'll do that. All right, with that, it is that time for the segment of news, what I like to call Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
With a nod to the past and an eye to the future, here is Aaron Phillips with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
All right, we got stuff going on here. First of all, I only found one piece of news about Las Vegas, and of course, as I always like to share, winnings in Las Vegas. But the things that always kind of tickle my fancy with anybody who wins, even here locally. First of all, again, I'm going to tip my cap to everybody here in Virginia who spends money on the lottery, because 100% of the proceeds, the lottery proceeds, go to K-12 education. Are you listening, Nevada? Are you listening there? What the school district, Clark County School District? Okay, you guys had those casinos out there that won't even let a penny slip through their hands to go that way. All proceeds through the lotteries here in the state of Virginia go through K-12 education. Almost $1 billion has gone to K-12 education here. So I tip my cap to all of those folks. With that, though, let's go out to Vegas. I have one story to report. Supposedly, this individual only bet $25. This is where the stories for me kind of like, I want to know how many $25 people put into the slot machines before they actually win.
That's
Right?
what made me stop gambling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if I want to lose money that fast, just put a match.
Yeah,
to it,
no, seriously.
So here you go. So on Thanksgiving Day, a tourist bet $25 on the Dragon Link slot machine at the Fontainebleau, as I like to call it, the Fontainebleau Las Vegas Resort and Casino. Are you ready for this? A $25 bet.
Yeah, how'd you go?
$1.152 million was
What's
won.
his name?
I know, right? Exactly. Of course, Mr. Anonymous was the winner. They did not announce his name, but yeah, people confirmed that. Now, here's the thing: if he had bet $50 on the $2 bet, he would have doubled his money. But I don't know. I'm okay with the fact that if you only bet $25 to win $1 million,
something's better than nothing.
Exactly right. Now, I don't know whether it does not say if he took the lump sum or if he's taking payouts. But you know what? You bet again. I really want to know how many 25s over the course of time. But congratulations, and that truly was a happy Thanksgiving to that individual. There you go.
He missed.
I did. I always miss. All right. With that, let's bring it a little closer to home. Now, you folks, how long you've been in Virginia Beach? How long now?
Since 2018.
Okay, and how long for you?
2021.
Okay, so you guys are relatively new. I mean, I still have the new car smell. It's a year and a half for me. But are you aware of the fact that come January, there's new state laws that will kick into effect? Are you aware of this? I mean, as business owners and whatnot. Let's see. Where does that go? Here it
That's our
is.
life.
Literally.
Did you know that minimum wages go up?
I did.
Come
I did
January,
actually,
it goes up to $12.77 per hour here in the state of Virginia. John, what's the minimum wage in Vegas? Do you know? I think it was like over $15, I want to say, when I left. Is it still up?
Did you say minimum wage?
Yeah, they're in Vegas, in Nevada.
The average. Are you talking about federal, state, or
John, what does somebody pay for minimum wage?
Okay, the average is $15.78.3.
Oh, it's something. How much is it? We have phone fell.
$15.783.
$15.70.
That's what I said. I said about $15. Say goodbye, John. Say goodbye, John. Goodbye, John.
I remember when minimum wage was like
Goodbye.
$7.25.
Mine was up $5. Right, mine was like
$6.15
Oh, but you're right. Since we got rid of the pennies, they had to round up to an.
They rounded up.
Yeah.
All right. Tighter baby food safety rules. Did you hear about this? Is anybody expecting? If you're expecting, pay note. Beginning 2026, the Baby Food Protection Act takes effect. The law prohibits the sale or distribution of baby food products in Virginia if the food contains toxic heavy metals such as arsenic, lead, cadmium, or mercury above the limit set by the US FDA.
Why are they giving that stuff to babies anyway?
That was my thought. Why would we even be putting anything on the shelf that has any levels of that?
This is why I am the way that I am.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but you came from Jersey, though. That's a little added.
Yeah.
That's a little.
At least I was given rice and beans. Too, so.
So manufacturers must test every production batch, disclose test results online and on packaging. Why would you even put any of that into baby food? All right. Expanded consumer data and social media protections. Under the state's updated Virginia Consumer Data Protection Act, several new data privacy provisions go into that. Companies must honor consumer requests to access, correct, delete, or transfer personal data. Consumers may opt out of the use of their data for targeting, advertising, profiling, or sale. And social media platforms must limit daily use for minors under the age of 16 to 1 hour per service per day, unless a parent gives verifiable consent to adjust that limit. Platforms must also use age screening methods to identify users under 16. Yeah, I'd like to see that happen.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Medical debt protections. The new Medical Debt Protection Act limits certain collection practices and caps interest rates on overdue medical bills. The law is designed to reduce financial burdens and predatory practices associated with unpaid medical debt. Now, can I make a suggestion to that? Charge rates that are reasonable.
Yeah.
Then nobody would be in debt. All right.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you want more information, So, listen, we're simple minds.
First time in 16 years.
Absolutely.
Hey-o.
One time is enough for him
That's
to
it.
talk about the rest of his life.
I'm done.
Calling the recruiter. And I bet it off the glass. I'm getting ready for the WNBA in 2027.
The fish was this big.
That's right.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Exactly right. All right. Now, you guys, you moved from out of state, from Jersey, right? And where did you move from?
Florida.
Florida, and I came from Nevada. So here's what's interesting. I found a story about Virginia cities that out-of-state residents are actually moving to, coming to Virginia.
Okay.
Richmond was number one, believe it or not. Richmond had a high turnover, but now they're actually number 5. Only 14% of the people moving to the state are moving up into Richmond. Okay. So here's some of the statistics. Number 1 spot. Who you want to guess what city was number 1 that most people moved to? Not number 1, but that is actually number 5 at 34%.
Oh, number 1, Charlottesville.
No.
Maybe?
Like Newport News, probably.
Think Hampton Roads. Newport
Norfolk.
News. Norfolk was number.
Chesapeake.
Chesapeake was number 1 at 48%.
Portsmouth.
Lynchburg, 40%. Alexandria, 39%. Norfolk, 38%. Arlington at 36%, and Virginia Beach at 34%. Many of the newcomers are coming from states like New York and California, which is overly expensive. 1 in 9 change residences. This is a national piece of information. 1 out of every 9 residents moved somewhere during the last year. Wow. So people are on the move. Wow. Virginia was, okay, so that's 11% of people nationwide are moving residences. Virginia was at 12% people moving, okay? So we're just above that. New York and New Jersey had the lowest share of movers at 8 and 9% respectively, while residents moved most in Alaska, Oklahoma, and Colorado, each around 14%. So people are moving, people are staying within the state in most locations, but as far as what we're looking at here, we've got some great towns that are gaining residents from out of state, which only helps us. 14 million people visited Virginia Beach last year. Did you guys know that?
I did.
That's a big number. Now, I'm used to like 40 million when you talk about Vegas, but 14 million. And I think our population is what, about 400,000 roughly here just in Virginia Beach.
That's considering the diversity too, because you have families that come versus like going to Vegas and you're, probably just going for one intention and one intention only.
And what intention would that be for the food?
The $25.
Oh, the $25.
I'm going like $1 million.
So here's the bottom line. Virginia keeps attracting more out-of-state movers than a majority of the U.S., but more are flocking to Hampton Roads than they are to Richmond. So we got that for us. All right, we have about a minute or so before we go to break. So if you're looking for some things to do for the holidays to enjoy the season, I can tell you this much. My wife and I will be out at Chesapeake for their Chesapeake Parade tonight at 7 p.m. kickoff. We're actually going to be with the Chesapeake Kiwanis Club. We're going to be on the corner of Battle Creek, and I don't know the cross street where the Truist Bank is. If you guys are familiar with where that is in Chesapeake.
What street?
Well, it's Battle Creek, and then Truist Bank is right on the corner. It's actually on the main route of the parade. I can't help you because I'm not as familiar, but that's where we're going to be tonight. But if you don't want to come down there, Hampton, the Holly Days Parade is this weekend, or it's tonight at 5 p.m. Downtown Hampton, a corner of Eden Street and Settlers Landing Road. That's Darlington Stadium. Bundle up and arrive early. I don't know what time the streets close, but you're going to have music, you're going to have floats, you're going to have the whole thing going on up in Hampton. Now, if you want to go down to Town Point Park down in Norfolk, they have their thing happening tonight as well. The holiday Yule log bonfire and Christmas market will be taking place. Parking, the event is free, including Santa's visits. It's open to the public. Starting at 12 o'clock, the marketplace opens. So you've got vendors down there from 12 to 8 p.m. Food collection drive. So if you're going to go down there, go to the guest relations booth to drop off all of your food donations. But there's Mini Makers Market, there's bands, there's all sorts of stuff going on till 8 o'clock. From 6 to 8 p.m., Santa Claus will be paying a visit to the folk. It was in and rolled out. See that? Hit some you heard it. Okay.
It doesn't matter.
For that event, you can go to festevents.org for more information. All right, with that, we're going to take our first break. So when we come back, we have plenty of time to get started with our guests. You're watching Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips, Coast to Coast. We'll be right back.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
Is your credit card debt getting you down? When that student loan payment is due, does your cable bill go unpaid? Are you ready to throw in the towel because you do not know how to financially survive? The Miliari Group is ready to educate you on how to get out from under the pile of debt and retire as a tax-free millionaire. They eliminate student and credit card debt and help families set their kids up for success. For more information, call 956-532-2349 or email williamsastria961@gmail.com or scan the QR code to meet with us. The first 100 calls will receive a free will. So, call 956-532-2349 or scan the QR code now and learn how to become the millionaire you always dreamed to be. Hey, welcome back to Aaron's Hour. It's what happens when you catch us chatting about stuff. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. It is December, what is it, December 6th? Hanukkah starts in about 9 days. Christmas is not far down the line, another 2.5 weeks roughly, I think. Kwanzaa is happening. Then New Year's 2026 is all upon us. But enough about all of that. My guest this morning, Laura Holcomb, Elias Cologne, join us. And we're going to talk about what you do with your moving company and how you got involved in community service and how a guy from Jersey like me gets here and Florida comes up. She leaves the humidity for colder weather to come up here. It's all wonderful stuff. Anyway, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Good morning.
Hope my first set obviously didn't scare you off.
No.
Okay.
If anything, I'm just trying to figure out what your Florida Man article is.
Oh, believe me. Listen, that stuff about Florida Man is true, you guys.
Is it really?
Yeah, there's a lot
Not
of
one of us.
Yeah. We're like a whole other country.
Well, what part of Florida are you from?
Central.
Which give me a city.
I'm St. Cloud. St. Cloud.
St.
It's about 20 minutes outside of Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So the golf organization that I work with, Celebrity Grudge Match, is based in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
So the owner of my company, Magali Fernandez, she lives down there. So that's why when you talk about Florida, I got to be nice about Orlando. I love Orlando and all our golf events. Love them. No, I do actually. Going to be down there in April for an event. Anyway, so thank you for coming in. So what brought you guys to Virginia Beach? Let me ask you this way. Why Virginia Beach? When you left Jersey, when you left Florida, why Virginia Beach?
Ladies first.
Okay.
I'm a gentleman.
Just for the moment, he is. Is your girlfriend your fiance watching?
She's at home.
She
drinking her
better
coffee
she
in
better
bed.
be watching us.
I didn't know it was gonna be live, so she's just hanging out.
That's okay.
Go ahead and text her the link.
That's right.
So I ended up here.
Okay.
My circumstances are a little bit different.
Okay.
So my husband and I owned a high level we did communication underground
Oh, okay.
boring.
Okay.
So we owned a construction company.
Gotcha.
And he was a little sick, and
Okay.
in 2021 he had a stroke,
Oh, I'm sorry.
which led to open heart surgery.
Wow. How old, if you don't mind me asking?
At
Or
the
how
time,
young, I should say.
at the time he was 41.
That's young.
And
Wow.
then we had to lie our company dormant for a little bit,
Okay.
just because he
Sure.
couldn't be in the field.
Makes sense.
And we moved here,
Okay.
and 1
What-
year and a
Was it you moved here for his health? Was
Nope,
it that
no.
just because?
because we were government contractors.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Gotcha.
so we had to go back to work. And when we moved here, a year and like a month after we moved here,
Okay.
unfortunately, I lost my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm
so
sorry.
yeah, so that, and I could
From
have
the heart
went.
complications. and
Yes,
stuff?
sir. Yes,
Ah.
sir. The valve they replaced the year before, a clot hit it. But he was taking a nap. No
Okay,
better
didn't
way.
feel anything?
Nope.
Okay.
No better way.
Okay.
1 year, same day after my mom. Yeah, so that was a shattering thing. But I could have packed my bags and went home, but I'm
Right.
not a quitter.
Okay.
So he brought me here so that we can build a new life.
Okay.
And I love it here. I love the people, the diversity.
Okay.
Back home, the infrastructure of the state is just not
Yeah.
so great in Florida. So
We still love you, Florida.
yes, yes. So just the area I
Is this your
was.
permanent home now?
Yes, sir.
Good for you.
Yes,
She's not
sir.
going anywhere.
No.
She's going out too.
That's right.
Virginia.
Yeah. You
I'm a
leave,
Virginian
Don't
now.
let me wait. Your Panther girls are much. Oh, sorry.
I will find you.
All right, talk about why Jersey kid left Jersey.
Same reason everybody else leaves Jersey. Hot mess, it's expensive. No, I'm playing.
My sister still lives up there, so I
Does she
saw to
really?
be. She's still in Linden.
I recruited my sister to move out here. So
You
she's
did?
I
out
tried
here.
too,
you
but she's
did.
not. Their
trying.
roots are up there. So my
Yeah.
dad still lives in Vegas. He doesn't want to move back this way. But anyway, I digress.
People who are stuck there end up staying stuck there.
I
okay?
know.
I'm like, if you can
Not
manage
me.
to
I
break
was
it,
there 27 years and I got out. My wife wanted to. She retired from education. She wanted to
it's
come out
never
here with
too late
family.
though. Because now you're good.
Nah,
And now you're not there.
No, but my daughters are here. My in-laws are here.
Okay.
So I got the family. That's what brought us here.
Mhm.
Okay.
My dad's the only holdout. He doesn't want to come back to this cold and rain crap that
I
we're
don't blame
experiencing
him.
right
Yeah, no.
now. So,
No.
but it's okay because, like in the winter months, it gives me the reason to get out of here to go back to Vegas to go visit him.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Anyway, back to
There
you.
go. But no, I was born and raised in Jersey, Plainfield, New Jersey. I ended up coming out here in 2018 to join the military. Did 7 years Navy. And
Thank you,
that-
by the way.
Of course. It was an interesting experience. It was like a floating high school. Not a good kind.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I learned a lot.
fraternity?
Yeah, pretty much.
Gotcha.
Learned a lot and acquired a lot of skills. But what brought me here really was just I needed that change of scenery.
Okay.
Did 4 years in healthcare. Realized that there was no growth or escalation. I became financially dependent at 17 after my mom suffered a heart attack at 47. Passed away right
Jeez.
after high school.
Wow.
Yeah, had to give up school. Dropped out of college to work. And that ended up leading me into that mindset of like, all right, no, I need to do something that's going to elevate my career,
Mhm.
and just send me off if I can't go to school.
Okay.
And that is where I got into the Navy and came out here, decided to be, I was like, I'm going to go to Norfolk. I'm going to be close to family, but far enough to where I can keep my distance. And that led me here, and I loved it ever since, and I stayed here.
So, a dear friend of mine back in Vegas, Thomas Glenn, we call him Chief.
Okay.
Navy man. So he from Plainfield, New Jersey, Chief, not Trenton, from Plainfield.
Yeah, Plainfield, but cool. I guess closer to Trent. And I used to spend summers with my godmother in Tom's River.
Oh, yeah.
So I used to spend like.
Well,
2
Tom's
weeks
River's
at
the
shore.
Jersey Shore side.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
Trenton is part of
Trenton's still over
Philadelphia.
there.
Trenton's Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? That's how we look at it up for
That's
part of Jersey.
fair.
We're from.
That's fair.
But no, Chief spent a lot of time in Jersey. He's
Okay.
he's from there. So Chief is a dear friend. Chief, thank you for checking in, buddy.
Yeah,
I was
thanks,
thinking
Chief.
of you once Eli started talking. I was going to bring you up. So there you are in there. So John is a Marine. So Chief and I used to be part of a wrestling podcast back
Okay.
in Vegas. The show still goes on. So watching Chief and John go at it, I got a Marine and a Navy guy going at it in the morning before
One
the show.
goes, "Arr,"
Oh, my
and the
God.
other one's like, ah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, but I love them both. But thank you, Chief. Yeah. buddy. All right. Okay, so let's talk about, so now you guys are your 2018 and 2021. Okay. So you're both very involved now in the community. You're both the anchors of the community, so to speak. Okay. So why such an active role in helping the community that you're in? You have a moving business that you started obviously within the last couple of years.
Yes,
obviously, listen, people, the stats I shared you should be sitting there going, that's great business for me. Okay, as a moving company. But you kind of went off the beaten path a little bit. You help others also with your moving company. Why did you start doing that from a community service, helping others standpoint?
So giving back is ingrained in me as a human. My mother was just an absolute saint.
Okay.
So very small, when we were very, very small, she just always took the angels from the tree, and you know, she would cook meals and just bring them to people, and I just watched the love just like pour out of her body.
Okay.
So as I got older, I started to volunteer.
Okay.
Then the husband and I started a construction company.
Okay.
No time to volunteer. So at that point, we were making large monetary donations. Like, so we were still giving back.
Okay.
And then when we moved here, and we were still giving back monetary, and then he passed away, and I am a serial entrepreneur.
Okay.
So I started years ago in outbound cold call marketing.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Back before scams were scams.
Yeah.
And this is your uncle from Nigeria?
Yeah.
I was just saying supporting Nigerian princess.
My $10 million check is still on the way.
So I went from that to construction, and then when he passed, I knew that I had to figure something out quick.
Okay.
Like, I can't keep doing it. And with me being an investor and investing in other stuff, this came to me, kind of fell in my plate.
Okay. How many trucks do you have?
It's 2.
Okay.
2 trucks, 8 guys.
So obviously you handle regular moves, corporate resident. I saw the web. Give your website real quick.
It's a movable solution, va.com.
Okay, John, I'll send it to you so we can run a crawl on there for a little pop in a bit. So how do people reach you when they need you for, as you had in the bio, as you sent over, the transition, you know, life's transitions, people need extra help. How do you differentiate? How do people reach out to you for some of that extra help other than just a standard move?
So our motto is, we don't just move boxes, we move your life.
Okay.
So the way I ended up getting involved in the community, back into the community with my moving company, I was already volunteering, doing other things, is someone I know from a nonprofit had came to me.
Okay.
And they had a really bad domestic violence situation, and
they needed help.
They had no way to get her out of there.
Okay.
So I set my guys down and I said, hey, listen, these are the risks. Like, we'll have an escort, escorts for 3 hours. We've got to get in and out.
Okay.
So anybody that needs that kind of help is already pre-vetted.
Okay.
Right. So they come to me through different organizations. Gotcha. Now the elderly, because we have a lot of poverty-stricken elderly in this area. Yep. Back a few months ago, there's an apartment complex on Lynn Haven and Virginia Beach Boulevard. That apartment complex kicked all the seniors out. And so anytime something like that happens, I move them at mere cost.
Gotcha.
I don't make any money.
Okay.
Or anytime it's elderly and they're living on a super tight fixed income, I have a couple people in the community that give me extra funding.
Stipends to help.
So I take that money and I put it in a different account. And if one of my elderly or a DV victim can't afford the move at all, can't afford to pay anything, you can at least
cover costs and cover
right, that's it. I can pull it out.
To do that stuff, do you have like a nonprofit in your business?
I do not.
Okay, so,
no, I do not.
But you have a line item for that.
Oh yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, I know. I'm so heavily submersed in nonprofit.
Sure.
Believe me, it comes.
Absolutely.
So, and then part of my business model is my guys have to give back.
Gotcha. That's good.
So, yeah.
All right. Before we go to break, let me ask you now. I'm going to ask you. You're involved in community service in a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
I know the answer to that, but I want to share, because what you do with your financial background, you could hone in to help one aspect of community.
Absolutely.
You know, people who maybe need direction. You know, there's so many different things you can do with the financial background, but you take a very umbrella approach. You try to help big scope. Why go that route instead of specific avenue of community service?
So there was one thing I always pondered on when I exited the service, and that was, how do I transform my service into a form of advocacy?
Okay. That's a great word, that advocacy. I like that.
And that's exactly what we all are, no matter what the background is.
Sure.
We're advocates for the people. And having that initial thought and question in my mind, allowed me to basically set up the foundation of what I do on community and advocating for people. And that led me into opportunities from left to right. And it started with the nonprofit that I first started with, which was Positively Beautiful. I was the only one that showed up to their networking event. It was the three girls that run it and just me. And I stuck around because they had food and games, and I'm all for a good time. So why am I gonna leave? We had a great time. One of those
three your fiance? I just want to know for the record.
So Positively Beautiful, it was the founder Shantice, and then her sister Tosh, and y'all gonna kill me. I'm over here.
The short answer to your question
no.
is no.
Yeah, no, I went by myself.
That's
me.
No. I meant if one of those, if your fiance was one of those three.
Oh no, not at all. It was just me.
I'll talk. You translate for now. Way to step aside for a first. We'll pick that up. We'll give him a minute to collect himself. You're watching Aaron's Hour. Great messages from some more sponsors. We'll be right back.
It's not just you're here for 2 years and you're gone. It's you have a community, you have a network.
It doesn't matter where you came from or what you've done in the past. Everybody has the same opportunity here.
The financial resources, the community aspect of it, really important for your first 2 years of college. And you get that at TCC.
You know, we take family real serious here at TCC. We're a community, hence Topwater Community College.
I wouldn't let aging stop me from being me.
Oh yeah, still got those moves in me.
I will be fabulous. I will accessorize.
Comfort Care can help with as much or as little home care as you need. From medication reminders and meal prep to everyday chores and errands. Let us create your personalized care plan and find the perfect caregiver match so you can live your best life possible.
Hey, honey, what you doing?
Getting ready to watch a game.
What about fixing up the house like you promised?
What you talking about?
Just the new light in the den, the new shower in our bathroom, the new fence around the yard, the front steps.
Stop! You know, I have a better idea. You know Craig down the street? He owns a company that specializes in handyman services, but he is more than just any old handyman.
Really? Would you say different strokes for different folks?
You know I will. You know why? Because he does home repairs and he does painting and kitchen remodels and bathrooms and everything else in between.
How are his prices?
Great value for great quality. You know, I think I'll invite him over and get a free estimate for all the things that I know will make you the happiest here.
Call Different Strokes Painting and Handyman Service for a free estimate by calling 757-395-9999 today.
That's 757-395-9999. Above the rest, they show up and show out by making your vision come to life. All right, welcome back to Aaron's Hour. Before we get back to talking about what they do for community service, you guys know who follow the show. There's those bizarre questions I like to ask my guests so we get to learn about them personally, not just about the business side. I warned them before I went on the air that these questions would be coming. I didn't tell them what I'd be asking, so we get their natural, immediate reaction. This is one of those, like, first thing that comes to mind kind of thing. No dwelling, no calling a friend, no turning to your partner. I'm not going to ask the same question to you both because I don't want the other person to get an opportunity to think of an answer. So therefore, I will start with the lady first. Who is your favorite actor of all time?
Oh Lord. Drew Barrymore.
Okay.
Yep, I love her.
Favorite actress? Give me that's okay. No, because many females consider themselves actors. That's fine. Give me yours. Give me a male since we got a female.
No. I'll give you actress. I'm gonna answer the question. Okay. Ooh.
This is what's called
Aubrey Plaza. I'm not gonna lie, is hilarious.
Okay.
She's just a hot mess, and
okay.
It's just something about her character, like even like off cameras, where it's her personality is just infused in everything that she performs in,
Gotcha.
And it follows her out.
Okay.
So I'm just like, look at her, and I'm like, oh, that's real and authentic, and I find you hilarious on screen, which means I can find you hilarious off screen.
I only asked for the name. You notice how he doesn't listen? Anyway, no.
I don't. I try not to idolize any of them.
I don't idolize them, but think about it.
But you have your favorites.
Yeah, right. We're right. But if you like hit me with a movie line, like a lot of people will, I'll be like,
Ever dance with the devil by the pale moonlight?
I don't know what movie that's from.
1989 Batman. Michael Keaton asked that of Jack Nicholson as our, Anyway, favorite movie of all time, so that when it comes on, You turn off your phone. You don't want to be bothered. You grab your popcorn, your favorite adult beverage. Presumably, you snuggle with your significant other. What movie is that for you?
It's a show.
Whatever.
The Office.
The Office. Steve Carell. All right. Very good. What is your favorite genre of music?
90s.
Okay. Going to stick with you for the follow-up question. You're driving in your car. You're at a red light right now. Your all-time favorite song, so that when it comes on, you don't care what anybody sees you doing in the car because you're karaokeing and jumping and jiving and doing your best Elaine Bettis imitation. What song is that for you?
It's probably not user-friendly. No, I'm kidding.
We're on the internet. FCC doesn't shut us down. You can fucking stay with everyone.
I don't know. It really depends. But my absolute favorite song is, there's a country song, and it's called Beauty and the Struggle.
Okay.
And it's a very great song, and I feel like it kind of talks about my life. So I turn it up, and like I'm in the shower.
Perfect.
And
it's exactly what I'm looking for.
We're going to have a karaoke.
The neighbor might not want to hear me. He can just put his window out.
Yeah. Last one before we get back to real stuff. What is your favorite, when the time comes, what would be your dream car, assuming you don't have it, that you would love to see parked in your driveway someday?
Vintage Bronco.
A vintage Bronco from, like I said, the boxy square thing. All right, I can deal with that V8 engine that gets you about 3 miles to the gallon downhill.
Follow a beautiful Instagram page where I get to just idolize it.
All right, very good. All right, let's get back to business here. Chief says that you are definitely a sailor, based on probably something you said earlier about the fraternity style. I would bet if I knew Chief. All right, John, I put in the chat room, the private chat there, the website for Laura's business. If you can throw that up there, thank you very much. This way it's on the crawl. So if you want to reach out to her for a regular move, or God forbid, a need kind of support move, reach out to Laura as soon as you can. All right, so let's go back to you for a second. Let's talk about the different passions of service that you'd like to provide. So you'd like to do advocacy. Are there particular projects right now that come to mind that you want to give a plug to, that you're actively supporting? Let's talk about what you're doing to give the audience a feel of where your reach is.
Absolutely. So for one, I'm always in the support of everything that this woman does. This is like, if you want to think of me as a woman, that's her.
No, wait a minute.
I
need
mean,
something
she's
sharp.
got hair, but the heart, at least. And everything that she does, I will always partake in. But some of the nonprofits that I'm very heavy with is Positively Beautiful and Courageous. I helped them start the courageous sector of it because they were only just for women, doing personal and professional development and mentoring youth. And then the Hope Foundation with Regina, she's the founder. They've been, we call them our guests, the community facing homelessness. We provide meals, I think she does 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, as if you were eating at your own dinner table. And they get nice quality food. And we also have a upcoming drive as well on the 12th and the 20th. We're doing a dinner feast and a drive for clothes, toys, all that stuff for individuals to just come and take as they please. And then, those are the 2 biggest ones right now that I'm doing the most collaboration with. But there's a lot of other organizations that I give a percentage of myself to. Just like Laura, we're very much the same, where we don't just give a lot of us to one. We give a micro amount to all, which helps pretty much influence what we're trying to do later when we start.
Absolutely. Well, I want to give you both an open invitation to join me to come to a Kiwanis meeting. If you guys are familiar with Kiwanis, if not, it's a community service group. I've been involved for 40 years. And depending upon where you guys live, where you'd want to come to, I'm a member of 2 clubs, but I'd love to take you as my guest to whatever club you'd like to go to experience a Kiwanis meeting, so that when you can volunteer, then you can also do it through a structured organization that you don't have to worry about planning. You just show up to events that are there. You just donate your time. So we'll talk about some of those locations after the show as well, because I'd be remiss as a Kiwanian not to extend the invite to both of you to come and participate.
I would love to.
So, all right. So let's talk about the next thing. So what projects do you have going on that you're actively involved in that you want to share?
Whoa, I don't think we have enough time.
This girl's always on the move.
Well, and that's okay, because you know what I mean. It's you get so ingrained into your community, and I, through Kiwanis, my wife and I got involved very quickly in this town. And for what I do, it's a wonderful thing that people see that I'm rooted in the success of this town being here, because I am involved in a lot. not only through Kiwanis, but what I do and have folks like you on my show where we utilize my platform, but I help put together golf events for fundraisers to help nonprofits. I do what I can, like you guys do. The fact that you're so involved in so much and you're here such a relatively short period of time tells the audience how committed you are to Virginia Beach and the Hampton Roads area.
I love people.
So
Community has always been where it's at for me.
Okay.
There's so many poverty-stricken people. It doesn't matter what state, what city you live in. Okay. There's always a group of people that don't have a voice.
Okay.
So I have a really big one.
They can have the voice.
And yes, and I can get people to pay attention. So my 2 projects I'm working on right now. Tomorrow we are having Cookies for a Cause.
Okay.
I've teamed up with a bunch of local business owners here.
Okay.
We are going to have one of our girlfriends who decorates the raw icing cookies
Okay.
teach a class, and in return, we're asking everybody bring toys.
Okay.
And then
Where's that?
it is at the wedding and event venue on Holland.
Okay.
Yes.
In Virginia Beach.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a website that people can go to look for that, or is there a link on your website?
It's on my Facebook, yeah,
Okay.
and it's public.
Okay.
So yeah. And it's Laura Holcomb on Facebook.
Halcomb.
Halcomb.
Any word with that word comb on it.
Yeah.
Not something I'm usually familiar with.
And then my new biggest adventure is I started back school in August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Where are we going?
I go to Sea Point College.
Okay. What are you studying?
It's community care.
Good
Yes.
for you.
And we were given $50 the very first day of class to present, to do a stewardship challenge. And that stewardship challenge, I took that $50, turned it into $5,000. And now it's gone global. It's going over to the Philippines in the beginning of January.
You.
Yeah.
So specifically with that degree, what would that allow you to do? To help the elderly, like comfort care?
Community leaders. It's the community leaders that come out of that school. Yeah. Yeah, you should have her on and talk to her. She's great.
I want to ride your coattails too.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's talk about an organization. Maybe Eli, this is more for you.
Yeah.
Synapse.
Synapse.
What is that?
Oh, listen, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually one of our hub honchos for Synapse. So I can talk on and on because she's actually the one that put me on to this network. And the way we met was just such a beautiful interaction because I had no intention of speaking to this girl. Not gonna lie, I was at a networking event. I'm all about genuine, authentic connections. If I naturally don't come across a conversation with you, I'm not gonna go and force it. But she won the raffle that day, and she got up and she started speaking about her business. She started speaking about some of the community initiatives, and I got this hunch, and it was just like, Eli, just go talk to her.
Right.
Like you got no choice. So that is when I stepped out of what I normally would do and just relax and just hang out. And I approached her, and we had like an hour conversation that led into something absolutely magical. It sparked a great connection with us. Like this is like my sister, like my best friend right here, because it's so hard to come across people like her.
Sure.
And she brought me on board with Synapse, which honestly really brings all these organizations, these initiatives closer to business owners, closer to the solopreneurs, to individuals. We've got people in our network that homeschool their kids, that bring their kids and their families to the network just for them to get exposed to community as a part of their curriculum. So it just brings all of us closer to them, which is what they need, because as we're all inching and reaching, trying to make impact and just get grants and support and resources, we realize we're jumping so high for all this stuff. And not only that, but seeing everyone else around us as competition as they itch for the same thing. Bringing this network together allowed all of us to sit in the room, smile, work together, collaborate with one another, and it's just uplifting all around. So,
it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
So it's a networking function that brings nonprofits and business leaders together.
Yes, correct. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So the business leaders are vetted. So if you don't know somebody in there, you have to have a couple people refer you. I sit on the board for Recovery for Life. It's the one ugly nonprofit that anybody wants to talk about is recovery. And I bring a different face to it because I've never been on the ugly side. I've always loved the people who have problems. So when I met Eli, I don't always invite just anybody to those meetings. And when I met Eli, I was like, you have to come, like, because it's a group of people that have such genuine souls that if you don't belong there, we will wean you out very quickly. So they take the entrepreneur or solopreneur, and then they hook you up with the nonprofit, you
Okay.
become like the president of the hub.
Okay.
And then you as the president are responsible for setting up different events, different things to raise money
Gotcha.
to go back to the nonprofit that you
Gotcha.
back.
Okay.
So, and then you
Gotcha.
have your group. So Eli's part of my team.
Okay.
And then we have 3 others. So there's 5 of us total.
Yeah, 5 total.
Yeah,
Okay.
5 of us total. And
Okay.
then we just bring in different, so we do what they call 007s.
Okay.
So like if you owned a nonprofit and
Mhm.
Eli or I thought that you were a great asset to our community, we would present a 007. Then that puts you in front of all of these powerful players.
Gotcha.
And then it also helps nonprofits collaborate.
Sure.
I don't think I think everybody's so busy competing, nobody's collaborating.
Correct.
And to me, when you're on the top, you collaborate. When you're on the bottom, you compete.
Mhm.
So if we can just all figure out a way that we
Meet
can all
in the middle and
Right,
do everything
right.
together.
Or maybe like
Absolutely.
you got
Right.
$100,000 in grant funding you didn't need this year, and I shorted 20,000. So if I can write a program that can tie off that grant
Yeah.
funding, how can I get 20,000 of your 100?
Correct.
Absolutely.
So that's what it does.
It's like
It's-
our recent 007 was Jonathan Cares.
Mhm.
And then for them, you know, they're not a part of the network, but we highlighted them.
Right.
Mhm.
And look what that collaboration and connection automatically does. It
Gotcha.
automatically brings their name right in front of all these viewers.
Well,
Mhm.
See what I'm
before,
saying?
as we head into break, so John, here we go. We'll get ready to go to break. So Eli knows a lot about what I do in the community,
Mhm.
and I know he's already been brainstorming. And I could smell the wood in his brain coming out of his ears, so he knows.
Smells nasty, huh?
He knows what he knows with what we can do to help the community with fundraising and be involved. So he's spoken to me a little bit about it. That's why I'm asking more questions about it.
Mhm.
Hey, you're watching Aaron's Hour with Aaron Phillips, coast to coast with my guests. Don't go anywhere. We got more to come. We'll be right back.
Have you ever wanted to dress like a Hall of Fame broadcaster, but didn't know where to begin? In 2018, Aaron Phillips was inducted in the Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame, and The Voice was born. Aaron has been part of many successful podcast programs, and branding those programs plays a vital role. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and order the latest embroidered products featuring the logos of many of Aaron's shows. Discounts and flat shipping rates are available on all orders, regardless of quantity, on men's, women's, and kids' apparel, and many accessories. Visit thevoice.qbstores.com and let Aaron's voice speak to you.
I wouldn't let aging stop me from being me.
Oh yeah, still got those moves in me.
I will be fabulous.
I will accessorize.
Comfort Care can help with as much or as little home care as you need. From medication reminders and meal prep to everyday chores and errands. Let us create your personalized care plan and find the perfect caregiver match so you can live your best life possible.
Hey, honey, what you doing?
Getting ready to watch a game.
What about fixing up the house like you promised?
What you talking about?
Just the new light in the den, the new shower in our bathroom, the new fence around the yard, the front steps.
Stop. You know, I have a better idea. You know Craig down the street? He owns a company that specializes in handyman services, but he is more than just any old handyman.
Really? Would you say different strokes for different folks?
You know I will. You know why? Because he does home repairs and he does painting and kitchen remodels and bathrooms and everything else in between.
How are his prices?
Great value for great quality. You know, I think I'll invite him over and get a free estimate for all the things that I know will make you the happiest here.
Call Different Strokes Painting and Handyman Service for a free estimate by calling 757-395-9999 today.
That's 757-395-9999. Above the rest, they show up and show out by making your vision come to life.
I know.
All right, welcome back to Aaron's Hours. We continue to do business on live camera. That's the only way to do it. All right. Okay. I'm going to go back to some goofy questions now for these two before we get back to wrapping up because it's almost time. I only have about 10 minutes left. Okay. So I'm going to go to you first. I'm going to go to you first because I went first this time. Okay. What is your bucket list vacation spot?
Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh, I want to go to Iceland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why Iceland?
I want to see the Northern Lights.
Okay. You can just go to Alaska for that. You
I
don't go to
mean, but
Iceland.
no. I want to go to Goo Lagoon.
Gotcha. Okay. So Iceland.
It's a
Very
Blue
good.
Lagoon, but I call it Goo Lagoon because I love SpongeBob.
Oh my God, SpongeBob! You just
Who
slipped a
lives in
few
a
notches
pineapple
down.
under
my
the
belt.
sea?
Okay, I thought Barney was bad, but anyway, my kids grew up on both Barney and SpongeBob.
Whatever
Okay.
happened to Barney?
Just nobody really care. Anyway, I don't. We got one little fly reindeer. Anyway, okay. So, give me your favorite meal, top to bottom, starting with an appetizer on down to dessert.
Ooh, I'm a foodie.
Okay.
Hardcore.
All right, so give me
Hardcore.
an appy.
Anything with mushrooms.
Main entree.
Steak.
Sides.
Baked potato, fully loaded, broccoli.
Dessert.
Creme brulee.
Adult beverage.
Dirty martini, extra dirty.
When they're ready, they're ready. I love that stuff. Love it. Okay.
Oh, we forgot the best question. What happens after?
Yeah. Coma, sugar coma. Food
Coma.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
After enough dirty martinis.
Mhm.
Again, not family friendly.
So we are family friendly. We're just being natural. That's the beauty of it. All right, back to you now, sir. Are you ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Favorite curse word? Feel free to say.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever even heard you curse.
Or give me your version of a curse. Like if you jam your hand in the door and it hurts like.
So believe it or not, like I don't curse often, but when I do,
right,
they're impulsive, like splurt, like collections of bunches of like curses. So like you'll randomly like hear me come out with like a fuck shit.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I say shit bum a lot.
Yeah.
Shit bum.
Yeah, I'll be like shit bum. Yeah.
How about that commercial where the lady gets upset? Shut the front door. I forgot what commercial that is, but that's a fan favorite of my house.
Remember you dirty
You
landlord?
I'm telling you, we're the same.
Oh my goodness. All right. Now, usually I give a hint for this next question,
Okay.
but I'm not going to have to if you've been very observant in my studio. What's around here?
Okay.
Favorite superhero?
Batman.
You have to finish the sentence.
Mhm.
Is it truly Batman, or are you just like placating the host? You can be honest. I want you to be honest. Because usually I say Batman or Superman.
I don't really have a favorite one, so we're gonna say Batman.
Now we have Batman.
Yes.
Love it.
Yes.
You haven't seen my phone. Look who's sitting in the Batman.
Oh, nice. Is that you? Heck yeah, I love
I was
that.
in Orlando back in October.
You got to show the camera. Yeah.
This was a gift from him.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, of all the people at the Mega Mixer
Uh-huh.
over here, right?
Uh-huh.
I had this beautiful superhero basket that, people just drop their business cards in. And so you talk about how you met her the first time, about, not short of time. So my wife was 4'11" and 3/4.
Okay.
And our tables at the Mega Mixer, I was at the end of an aisle, the big aisle. His table was behind us. So we were like on the yellow corner like this.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm dressed as Batman, should be no surprise.
Okay.
And I'm doing my thing. And my wife says to me, you really need to talk to this guy behind us. Okay. And I see him standing there, and he's not exactly the tallest guy in the room.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this guy?
Little guy, he did not point down.
Right. I'm also wearing my big boots for the costume and everything. And then all my wife had to say was, he's from Plainfield, New Jersey. And that was just like homecoming, because Plainfield to Linden, where I grew up, was only a couple of towns over.
Right.
And so it was just like, all right. So and then we just hit it off, which is why we get along so well as well. So I get that. Right.
Heck yeah, I'm all about it.
That's right.
Do it.
All right. So we got the car. Okay, so this is the last question I will ask of that series, because it's really the only serious one of that. And I'm going to ask it of both of you. So whoever chooses to answer first gives the other person a second to think about it. When the day comes far down the line from right now that you're standing at the pearly gates and the maitre d' is there to welcome you in, you, I know, will go him. I'm not so sure, but we'll presume he'll go in.
He's going crazy. Yeah.
No, seriously.
Locked in.
What is it you want to hear them say as you enter the pearly gates? So who wants to go first?
So
Why don't you go first? Because you forced her to go first on the very first question. You go first. What is it you want to hear the maitre d' at the pearly gates say upon you enter?
Honestly, just one simple thing. Welcome home, my child.
You took it from me.
Really?
He did. He did. I should have went first. Well, I was going to say to begin with, I'm going to be dancing up there like, hey.
Listen,
I'm
not getting twisted, okay?
Yeah.
I'm hoping I'm putting some nice white sandals, because I'm going to be I'm gonna be two-stepping up
like
the stairs.
in the movie with Bruce Almighty, the way
There
that
you go.
Morgan Freeman was dressed in all the white all that time.
Oh yeah.
All right, so that's okay if you have the same message. That's okay.
Yeah, I honestly I feel like I've done so much good on the earth that if I'm not getting into heaven, a lot of people better get their stuff together. Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, there you have it. All right. So we only have a couple of minutes left. So let's talk a little synopsis here about your company, contact, and what you do specifically to help the community, and how people can, what are the best lanes for some of those needy situations for them to reach you through? Like if someone needs help, how can they help? How can they get you through? What organizations are the best?
So the organizations I work with, I hope that I don't get anyone through them because they're,
of course,
a lot of times because women are abused.
Just in case. We'll put it in glass in case of emergency. Break glass.
Yeah. They can go right on my website.
Okay.
And there is an inquiry button right on my website.
Okay.
And then it gives you a place where you can type stuff in.
For those who are listening and not looking at the screen, what is the website?
It is www.amovableSolutionVA.com.
And there's no E in movable. It's
No.
MOVABLE.
ABLE.
Okay, so there's no E in there. Or if you go to Facebook, go onto my page, or you can go on the WVBV TV page where I have the promo up. You'll see the name of the company there as well as her logo, but you have that there in the crawler. Just go back after the shows. As soon as we're done here in a couple of minutes, you can go right back to Facebook or YouTube, and you just rewatch the show and pick up the information there as well. All right. And how can people reach you about all that you do? If there's a worthy nonprofit that says, hey, I like this Eli guy. I don't know why. Because he was on Aaron's show. That's why. And maybe we want you to be an advocate for us. How can people reach you?
Honestly, I would say the best way would be, honestly, just straight to the source, right? Call my phone, shoot me a message. My phone number is 948-236-1341.
Give it again.
Direct, there's no going around, no emails, none of that. Just
give it the number again.
948-236-1341.
One more time, because 3 times is what
you know what? At this point, I'm going to forget my number. 948. And it's so funny because my fiance's number is 1 digit different at the end. So sometimes I end up saying her number, and I'm like, 948-236-1341.
141. Mine is company phone number is 757-322-7751. Again, 757-322-7751.
But here's the best part. You can just message me through Facebook, or you can email me through my email at aaronshour2021@gmail.com. If you forget their information, just message me. I'll make the connection for you guys. So you have a lot of ways to get help within the community. And even if you're outside the community, somebody that's here that maybe needs help. If you're back on the West Coast, out in Vegas or California, and you want to talk to these guys, maybe if you have a moving company out there and you want to do what Laura does here, call her, talk to her, make a connection, follow suit, and let's help those that need help. All right.
Or send me your best dad joke.
There you go.
Yeah.
Send the best.
Yeah.
There you go.
You like pining to get onto Kiwanis Connects to share all these bad dad jokes?
He wants to do. He loves the dad jokes. He got a book for Christmas.
It's a DJ's favorite sauce. Never.
All right, I gave this one yesterday on Kiwanis Connects. What did the drummer call his 2 daughters? What are the names of his drummer's 2 daughters?
I don't know.
And a 1 and a 2.
I got.
All right, we got it.
One more. What's a cow with no legs called? Beef.
If 2 vegetarians get into an argument, is it still called a beef?
No. What's it called?
I don't know.
All right. For you Kiwanis Connects fans, there you have it. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching today. Thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
Part of Saturday with me. Next week, I'm going to have some folks from Suffolk County. I'm going to have one of the, what was her? I'm going to get her title wrong. I know it, but she's actually like the assistant district attorney up there. But we're not talking about law. We're going to talk about Suffolk and what Suffolk has to offer. I met her when I was up there for the Chamber Suffolk mixer that we had a few months back. Nice. We're going to talk about Suffolk because we talk about the Hampton Roads area, but we really don't talk a whole lot about Suffolk and the city of Suffolk. And it's growing, and that's what we're going to talk about. So don't be alarmed when you see like district attorney or city attorney or whatever. We're not talking about any of that stuff. All right, listen, everybody, be safe, be happy, enjoy your rest of your life, and as always, be kind to everybody. Why? We are all we have. We'll see you next week right here on Aaron's Hour. Thank you for watching.
Merry Christmas.
Is your credit card debt getting you down? When that student loan payment is due, does your cable bill go unpaid? Are you ready to throw in the towel because you do not know how to financially survive? The Miliari Group is ready to educate you on how to get out from under the pile of debt and retire as a tax-free millionaire. They eliminate student and credit card debt and help families set their kids up for success. For more information, call 956-532-2349 or email williamsastria961@gmail.com or scan the QR code to meet with us. The first 100 calls will receive a free will. So, call 956-532-2349 or scan the QR code now and learn how to become the millionaire you always dreamed to be.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.